Hey traders, and welcome to the Trading Channel. My name is Steven, and I am the owner and head trader at thetradingchannel.net, a trading education website helping traders just like you become consistently profitable. In today's video, we're going to discuss the analysis behind the Aussie Canada trade that I posted on TradingView a few days ago. And this trade has proven to be extremely profitable, hitting our first and second targets. And I actually have a third part of the position continuing to roll, and currently that third part of the position is up around 180 pips in profit. So if I click the play button here and load up some new bars, you can see how this trade played out. As you can see, easily coming up to hit our first target and second target. And now this market continuing to rise, which is what we assumed it would do based on the technical analysis that I'm going to be sharing with you guys today. Not only are we going to be discussing this Aussie Canada trade today, but along with that, I would like to offer you guys free access to the breakout strategy that I use over at the EAP. Now this strategy until now has been exclusive to my EAP members only, but over this weekend only, I would like to offer you guys access to the same strategy that allowed me to take this breakout trade here on the dollar Swiss, which hit first and second targets and has now come down and almost stopped me out for break even on the third part of my position. And also another trade we were able to get involved in based on that strategy. And this is a trade that we actually did analysis on in the EAP. Is the dollar yen breakout trade. And if you would like access to this strategy, there's a link in the description below this video labeled EAP breakout strategy. That's the link you need to click in order to get this breakout strategy for absolutely no cost. And in this video, I'll be showing you the rules of that breakout strategy on this exact trade that you see here on the dollar yen. So in that video, we'll be discussing the analysis behind this breakout trade that you see. And as I said, up to now, that analysis and that strategy has been exclusive to only my EAP members. Not only do I want to offer you guys this free EAP breakout strategy, but for this weekend only, I'd also like to offer you a special promotional offer on the EAP. For this promotion, I'd like to give you the first month in the EAP for 50% off, which means you can get your first month in the EAP for only $20. So once you get to the free EAP breakout strategy and you check out that video to learn the strategy, if you're interested in learning more analysis and the entire system that I use for the EAP and getting access to that complete training course along with the 3 to 5 email analysis trades per week, then all you have to do is click here to purchase the EAP for only $20. And here you can type in your name, your email, agree to the terms and conditions of the website, and click the submit button in order to get your first month in the EAP for $20. Alright guys, so I'm going to let the intro and disclaimer roll. If you'd like to follow me on TradingView, there'll be a link in the description below, and if you'd like to click that while the intro and disclaimer roll, it'll open up in a separate page and you can follow me on TradingView from that link. Make sure to click that subscribe button if you're new to this channel and you would like to be alerted by email anytime I come out with more free education here on YouTube. Click that like button for me while the intro and disclaimer roll, and I'll be right back. Alright traders, so the first trade we're going to take a look at is the Aussie Canada trade. This is the trade that I posted to TradingView. And as for the EAP, this trade was sent out as email analysis for the EAP, and both targets have already been filled. The remainder of the position that you see on now is actually just for my personal account. I'm already completely out of the position for the EAP. First target winner of 41 pips and second target win of 101 pips. So this third part of the position that you see running is only in my personal trading. But if we go ahead and go over to my trading view, you can see that this was an idea posted 2 days ago. And I did briefly explain what I was looking at here on TradingView, but I do like to give more of a detailed explanation to you guys, considering that you have taken precious time out of your day to watch some of these YouTube videos and you've decided to invest in yourself by spending time learning about Forex. So I'm going to give you a little more attention than I do people that just read through TradingView ideas. So as you can see, we did have this higher time frame structure level indicated by my blue line, daily cipher pattern, double bottom, and RSI divergence all coming together to give us a 1-2 target winner. Now we'll head back to the charts, and if I zoom out to the daily chart and show you guys this very nice cipher pattern, and actually what I'm going to do guys is go ahead and delete all my analysis and restart from the beginning, showing you exactly what I was looking at. So I always start my analysis out here on the daily chart, and on the daily chart I'm looking at a couple of different levels. Here you can see we have a nice little level of consolidation. If I put a couple of lines in here, the consolidation level I'm talking about, guys, is right in through here. And considering that the market took a pretty long pause here for a number of days in between these two levels, I know that the top and bottom of that level is something I want to pay attention to. And if we take a look a little bit further back, you can see that that level on the top blue line there was tested not only once, but a few different times. We have a test throughout this consolidation. We have another test here as resistance, test here as resistance, test here as support, test here as support. So for me, that signifies this blue line as a significant level of higher time frame structure. So now that I know that, I know that when we get down to this line, as we have now on the Aussie Canada, I want to look for some long opportunities and give myself some reasons to go long on this pair. So now I have my bias in the market. Now I know that I'm not going to consider shorting opportunities once we get down to this line. So for that reason, I've given myself a bias. I've told myself the only trades I'm looking for are long opportunities, and I know the exact level I want to look for those long opportunities. Now I need my reasons for entry. And I can also put together a few different reasons to want to get involved in this level, as I did for my analysis for TradingView and for my EAP members. Now for the EAP, the reasons for entry were completely different than the ones I posted on TradingView, because the EAP strategies are exclusive for EAP members. They just so happen to line up together, the EAP strategy plus the technical indicators that I use in order to trade. So here, if I bring on my extension tool from our previous swing low up to our swing high, back down in, you can see that we don't quite close above that 1414. And if I bring on my retracement tool, you can see that we get a 382. If I bring that up the rest of the way. So what kind of pattern do we have here, guys? We have a 382 retracement, followed by that 127 extension that does not close above 1414, followed by a decompletion point at our 786. If you said cipher pattern, then you would be correct. If I go ahead and draw this in for you guys, make it a little easier to see. So now, not only do we have that very significant level of daily structure, we also have a cipher pattern completion at that same area. And I'll go ahead and draw on my fibs for targets and put a green line at the 382. So for that 382, guys, the position you see still running for my personal trading, the targets for that position are up here close to the 382 retracement on the daily chart. Now I knew that that was a risky place to put targets, so I wanted to get my first and second targets out of the way. And you might ask, why is that a risky place? Well, the reason is because we've just broke below this previous, let me move this out of the way, sorry guys, this previous structure level here. This previous support was just broke below. So with that being the case, I know the market may have a little bit of trouble getting back above that level, so I want my first and second targets to be hit by then, and my stop loss to be at break even. And that's exactly what we've done so far. And currently we're just waiting to see if this market can continue to go up and possibly hit that 382 cipher pattern target, which would be the third target here on my Aussie Canada trade. So now that we have our higher time frame indications for why we would like to be involved in this trade, we know that that's going to be a significant area for the market. We still don't place the trade directly based on this higher time frame. What I like to do is go down to a trading time frame, which can consist of either the 4-hour, 1-hour, or 15-minute charts. So we have come down to that daily level now on the 4-hour chart. We do get a little double bottom here, but the lower time frame you go to, the less your stop loss is going to be, and it is always good to have less risk in any trade. So instead of the 4-hour, I decided to jump down to the 1-hour chart to see if we could find an opportunity there. And here on the 1-hour chart, I noticed that we already had this very nice double bottom forming here. And considering that we are at this cipher pattern completion, or around the cipher pattern completion, we are around a daily level of significant structure. I already know my bias is long. An entry reason that I can use is a double bottom with bullish divergence on the RSI. So here we have our double bottom. If I bring up the RSI here, you can see that here we have a low, and if we go to our next low of this double bottom right here, we have a higher low. What that is, guys, is RSI divergence. And it's actually some really good RSI divergence, and considering we're also oversold on that first touch, we can count this as oversold RSI divergence, all with a double bottom at a previous higher time frame structure and a daily cipher pattern completion. With all of those reasons for entry, guys, I decided to go ahead and go long on this pair, and did manage to hit my first and second target. As I said earlier, I am awaiting that 382 on the daily chart for the third part of my position, but my stop is at break even, and I've already made a good bit of profit on this trade. So guys, hopefully by now you're starting to see how combining all the technical analysis that you've probably already learned, and if you're new, continue watching some of my YouTube videos. Make sure you're subscribed to be informed when new videos come out. And if you go back through the 30 or 40 YouTube videos that I already have, a lot of this same analysis is taught throughout those videos. And of course, if you want more of a rules-based trading plan approach to this that takes a little bit less technical analysis in order to perform, then take advantage of that EAP half-off promotion for your first month, and you can take a look at the system I used in order to get involved in this trade. Alright guys, so that was the analysis I used in order to get involved in the Aussie Canada trade. I hope you were able to learn something from that video. If you did enjoy it, please click that like button for me. For the remainder of this video, I'm going to be talking about a couple of other trades that I was able to get involved in using that EAP breakout strategy that you can learn if you click the link in the description below this video labeled EAP breakout strategy. And I'll also be discussing a little more about what you get if you decide to take advantage of that promotional offer for the EAP membership. So I'll go ahead and let that part of the video get started now. Welcome back, traders. Alright, so the first couple of trades we're going to take a look at is this flag pattern here on the dollar Swiss. And we're also going to take a look at a dollar yen flag pattern and talk about the analysis we used to trade this in the EAP last week. Alright, so here we'll start on the dollar Swiss, and as you can see, we have a very nice flag pattern. And the reason I want to talk about these two trades first is because both of these trades were taken based on the breakout strategy that I use for the EAP. And up to this point, that strategy has been exclusive to my EAP members, but for a limited time, I would like to offer you guys access to that strategy. So I'll briefly explain to you what you're getting for $20 in your first month. So with your purchase of the EAP program, you'll receive email analysis on trades like this one, the dollar Swiss and dollar yen that you just saw. I'll head over to the email for the dollar yen trade quickly. As you can see here on the dollar yen, I alerted traders that there was a breakout condition. And if you'll read along with me very quickly here, the dollar yen is in breakout condition. This means that I'll be going down to the lower time frames to look for breakout trades using flags and triangles. And that's exactly what we did. If we take a look here at the dollar yen, we went down to the 1 hour chart after we realized we were in breakout condition. And again, to learn the rules of this strategy, click the link to the EAP breakout strategy in the description below this video, and it'll take you to a separate page. But we knew we were in the breakout condition and decided to take this breakout trade to the long side. That is an example of email analysis, which you'll receive 3 to 5 times a week. Another example of the email analysis is the Aussie Canada long trade that I posted on TradingView. And again, if you'd like to follow me on TradingView, make sure to click the link in the description to do that as well. I explained exactly why I wanted to be in this trade, and also I always give my entry, stop, and at least my first target on each of the trades that I send out. So for $20 your first month, you'll be receiving 3 to 5 emails like the ones I've just shown you, along with my full training course for the EAP. Now this training course will show you my exact rules-based strategies that I use in the EAP system. It will not only teach you how to execute those strategies, but also how to backtest them in the EAP backtesting training section on the members page of the website. And as you can see, if we scroll down a little further, you'll also receive the weekly recap videos showing you how the system has performed in previous weeks. So all of that for only $20 in your first month. And if this promotion is something you'd like to take advantage of, then make sure to click the link in the description below labeled EAP Breakout Strategy. Alright traders, so thank you for watching the entire video. It has been my pleasure to share some of my trading knowledge with you. I hope you were able to learn something from this video, and if you were, make sure to like and share the video so we can reach out to as many traders as possible and help them on their journey to becoming consistently profitable. Again, make sure to subscribe if you are new to this channel in order to get email alerts every time I come out with free educational content here on YouTube. I hope you all have a great weekend, and I'll see you next time.
Can't see in front of me, my enemies have tried every possibility.